Alright, everybody. League number 2. We're going back to Pioneer, playing some Bant humans. This is the deck list that came from Max McVitie. That was the list that the person who submitted the donation wanted to do today. And I believe Max lost in top 4 of the recent Pioneer challenges. One of them might have been not the past weekend, but the weekend before. Very, very clean stock list, you know? Lots and lots of 4-of. So I've seen a lot of people experimenting, no pun intended, with Pyre of Heroes. That's a card I get asked about a lot with the humans deck. Personally, I think you're better off just not messing around with Pyre, because A, it's just a bit too slow. Mostly just that. It's a bit too slow, and it's awkward against Card the Great Creator. So I'm kind of more of a fan of just, like, curve out, just have a really, really lean, low-to-the-ground curve, and just top out a company, and don't mess around with any of that other stuff. So I'm a big fan of the way this list looks, and I played this deck a couple of times. It's been pretty good for me, and hopefully it'll be good again today. So, some cool stuff in the sideboard. Just a note here, Toski, kind of cool for the Rakdos mid-range deck. Valorous Stance, also decent-ish against Mono Green. I think that's what this is here for, just like another way to kill their big idiots. But yeah, some cool stuff going on, and yeah, let's get started. Just having access to Yorion. And that is probably one of the tougher matchups. Think of Yorion in that matchup as like a 5th collected company, but you just always have access to it, right? Another 5-0 green white Coco deck. How different was it? Four-color opponents always have Solitude for my dudes. My Neoform opponents always kill me on turn 2. He went 4-1 in one games, the Charming Prince Yorion loop. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Charming Prince loop. Charming Prince loop is kind of dope. I guess I could buy that. That is kind of hot. Charming Prince plus Yorion is kind of fucked up. Alright, so my Thalia didn't get countered. Guess that push. Is Cycling Shark Typhoon? Deal. Him must not be very good. I feel like if they had a push, they probably would have cast push there. I actually think I'm just going to go Experiment 1 Charming Prince Scry. Because if they Wrath me, basically, I don't want to play this. If they Wrath me, I could just go Specialist, get back Prince, Blink Specialist, Specialist, get back Experiment 1. So I'm going to do that. But I guess there's no reason to do it pre-combat, because I can't pop the Experiment 1 if I'm not going to play the Specialist. So I might as well just attack first. What sweepers does blue-black usually have? Do they play Languish? Because I feel like the blue-white, or the blue-black deck, excuse me, is probably most likely on Shadow's Verdict? Oh yeah, Extinction Event, right, that's the one. Extinction Event makes sense. But like, this board's fine against Extinction Event. We have 2 2s and 2 1s, so this is like a decent board against Extinction Event. They march the Thalia. Alright, well, I'm gonna bottom both of these, desperately looking for a Coco. They can Extinction Odd. If they do that, then I can just go Specialist back Thalia. Played your second paper event since COVID last weekend, played against 4-color for the first time. Holy shit, the shuffling searching. Yeah, it's a lot. Alright, let's go to attacks first. See if they do anything. Probably just gonna play Charming Prince? Wait, no, I should just play Specialist, right? Because if they had Extinction Event, they would have cast it. And if I resolve Specialist, they can't play Shadow's Verdict. Because I get the Thalia back, and I get counters on the Experiment 1, if that matters. So, yeah, I think I'm supposed to just play the Extraction Specialist. I think that's my best line. If they have a counterspell, then it doesn't matter either way, but yeah, I could play around Censor. I mean, now they could have Shadow's Verdict, which is kind of sketchy. I guess this also is not that great against Shadow's Verdict, right? Not exactly what I want to draw. This is maybe awkward if they have Shark Typhoon again. Soul Shatter. Okay, that's fine. So they go to 5? I think I just shove here. Because playing the Prince lets me scry and trying to find a collected company anyways. This also beats a single removal spell. Yeah, I get to bottom both lands, which is good. Yeah, so this line still wins if they have a single removal spell. They have dig through time. That's not good. All right, probably have to draw company now. Probably gonna have to draw company, especially if they verdict me, because then my specialists aren't good draws. Specialists would normally be a good draw, but not against Shadow's Verdict. No, they're definitely gonna they're gonna find a Wrath. 100% they're gonna find a Wrath. They don't have a Wrath. Maybe? Pause champ? Because they just don't draw the Wrath. I fed. They simply will just not draw it. Alright, Toski's coming in, Reidane's coming in, Spellbinder's coming in. Day Miguel calling it. You love to see it. Alright, these cards are all bad. Reflector Mage, poopy. And everything else is pretty good with the Specialist. I have to cut 2 of these cards. Just trim Charming Prince, maybe. I made them have it. They definitely didn't have it. Yeah. Definitely did not have it. I'm going to trim 2 Charming Prince, I think. I think I like my 3-drops more than that. Like, this is an army in a can. This messes up their expensive cards. This card's good for obvious reasons. This card's good for obvious reasons. So, yeah, I'm just going to do that. Opponent phased out your Chariot. How did they phase out your Chariot? I'm not going to keep this 1-lander. No good. This hand is quite good. God, it feels so bad putting back a company, but what else am I going to put back? I think I have to. Yeah, I have to put back company, right? I hate it, but... Oh, slip out the back? 2-color mana base with the Rainbow Lane is not Bog. I mean... It's like kind of a 2-color deck, right? Sun Titan and Pioneer. Dude, how many Sun Titan decks would you play if it was legal? You would never stop playing Sun Titan. Like, literally never. Till the end of time. Specialist of Sun Titan at home. That's a good way to put it. How does that work with Greasefang? Slip out the back with Greasefang, huh? I assume you still... That's actually a really good question. I don't know how that works. I've never seen that come up before. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if it phases out, does it still have the keyword on it to sacrifice it at the end of the next turn? Or return it to hand, I should say. How does that work? I don't actually know. It bounced back to your hand. See, that makes sense, right? So it's not... So here's what it is. The way that phasing works is the way that I understand it. It doesn't blink the permanent, right? So, like, in a situation where, let's say you go Greasefang back up Parhelion, and then you blink it, and it comes back into play, in that specific situation, then it would not return to your hand, right? But you're not technically blinking it. The way that the card is worded is phasing says, treat it as if it didn't exist. It doesn't say remove any type of text from it. It doesn't blink it, anything like that. So it seems like what's happening is because you're treating it as it doesn't exist, it basically still has the same text when it comes back, you know? I needed to find a land, Dennis. I really needed to find a land. I didn't have time to just, like, dirt around with clues. This sucks. I guess I'll take this one. Try to play around Extinction Event the best I can. Just think of Oubliette, which is supposed to be an Oblivion for black. So what exactly is the text on Oubliette? Oubliette doesn't phase, right? Or does it phase? I don't even know, dude. They've changed the wording on that card 100 times. People who play Oubliette don't even know what it does. Okay, it just says target creature phases out until it leaves the battlefield. That's like a much easier way to think about it. That is a much, much easier way to think about it. If I just Toski them. So this is their hand. Oh, if I Toski, they just Soul Shatter me. Okay, that's bad. I guess I just attack and hold up Coco. I'll just attack and hold up Coco. I know they could trade for the Spellbinder, but whatever, that's fine. I don't want to main phase Coco because they have 2 Wraths in hand. Well, 1 Wrath, but... I'm fine with this. I'm just going to let this happen. This is cool. They read it to phase, they can fit the Oracle text on a card. Gotcha. No, it makes sense, right? That's like the cleanest way to describe the card. Do I have any basics? I don't think so. That's actually a really good question. Yeah, I have no basics. XD, Kick W. Alright, please don't counter this. Although if they counter this, then I could slam Toski, so it's not the end of the world. Wow, they just don't have a counterspell. Okay. So we can go Adeline Specialist. And we can go Specialist back the Experiment one. No, I Spellbindered the Shadow's Verdict. Which, I guess because they just didn't draw a land, that play looks kind of bad now, but... Alright, so if I Toski, they're going to Soul Shatter the Toski, take 1,000,000, and then they're going to Extinction Event on Odd, which leaves me with just this. How much do they take this turn after they kill the Toski, though? Notion Thief with Toski? Oh... Right. I didn't think about that. That is... It's lethal if they kill Toski. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, they go to 2. Oh, but they go to 2, and then they cast the Soul Shatter. And they go to 2, Extinction Event Odd, and then die. But what if they just don't... They're just going to cast Notion Thief, right? I actually can't cast Toski here. Because they just draw 5 cards. Well, they draw 4. This is really, really awkward. Like, really, really awkward. Crack Glue. See if they respond with Notion Thief. No, because if they trade in combat with Notion Thief, it still triggers, right? Oh, no, they don't. Right. Because, no, that's fine. Because, because this doesn't trigger until the Notion Thief is dead, and they can't just take all of this. Right, no, this is actually fine. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, Thief's gonna die before these triggers resolve, so this is totally fine. Okay, well, I guess their plan is what? Chump block Adeline? Take the rest? But then they Extinction Event Odd, and I still have 2 things in play. I think this is fine for me. If they cast Soul Shatter now, they die. They literally die if they cast this card. Because they go to 2, and then they go Extinction Event Odd, and then I still kill them. Sure. So they drew Fatal Push? Okay, I mean, I'll just draw 3 cards then. I'm cool with that. They have another Fatal Push? I mean, if their 2 draw steps were double Fatal Push, I guess that's bad for me, but not much I can do about that. Because we knew everything else. Yeah, I mean, that sucks, but... Take that. It's a good draw. So we know their exact hand now. They have these 4 cards. This is exiled. Okay, this is their 4-card hand. So they're going to Extinction Event even, I guess? Sure. It's not lethal. Okay, so they have these 3 cards in hand. This is exile, which they can't cast because it costs 7. Even if they draw a land, they can't cast it. So I think I am safe to just go Specialist Lieutenant and just jam. No, I want to deal more damage this turn, I think. So let's go... I guess it's better to Lieutenant first, because that pumps the ooze more. So let's go Lieutenant first. Then Specialist. Doesn't really matter how I resolve the triggers. Attack for 5, they go to 6. And then, unless they draw, like, another Extinction Event, I think we should win regardless. Slip out the back... When I turn 3 Barhelion, oof, that's tough. They drew Kalidas. I think they're still dead. They go to 9. Alright, well, let's cast Coco. Okay, not the best. Any order. Doesn't really matter how I do these triggers. I think they have to chump block the Lieutenant, right? Yeah, I think they have to chump block the Lieutenant. Just gonna do some math before I attack with everything. So if they block Experiment 1, they go to 9 and they take 10. So they have to chump block Lieutenant, yeah. If I had Specialist first, they would be dead. What do you mean? If I had Specialist first. This turn? So, I'm confused. Last turn. What am I missing? How did it change anything? Did I miss a point of damage somewhere? Yeah, I missed a point of damage, but... Did I? The 1/1 counter would be on specialist. Oh. I see what you're saying. I gotcha. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, I explained the reason why I did that, right? Because it made this bigger. Wait, no, if I did it in the other order, this would have been a 2/2. So I lose a damage here. It's the same thing. It's an extra counter on this, but it's one less counter here. The only reason I got this to a 3/3 was because I played this after, right? I went Lieutenant, make it a 2/2. Specialist, make it a 3/3. Oh, I go Specialist, make it a 2/2. Okay. You're right. I'm dumb. You're right. I gotcha. Ooh, this hand's fucking nice. This hand is gorgeous. Cut win cons, bro. You don't need them. I tend to disagree. I think win cons are appropriately rated. I think they're neither overrated or underrated. I think they are appropriately rated. You played 12. 12 is maybe pushing it a little bit, but... Welcome, Wise Words. Hope you're having a good day today, buddy. How's humans looking? Pretty good. It's decent so far. So, they have Bone Crusher Giant? No, because they would just stomp and attack for 2, right? Are they, like, really trying to jabait me that hard? I mean, I'm just gonna play Thalia. Like... I was gonna do that anyways. Oops. Now they have to cast their spell. But, like, if they had Bone Crusher, why didn't they just attack and Bone Crusher my thing? I guess they have Shock? I mean, whatever. I'm not going to attack. They probably have Shock. Yeah, cool. Yeah, they tried to jabait me. Wow, they didn't kill Thalia? They have Chain Whirler? Bro! Why? Why are the red decks main decking this card? I can't. I actually can't. Because fuck elves. Who plays elves in Pioneer, man? Do I think Cavernous Souls would be good for Pioneer? Oh, they're playing the shit version. I think this version is really bad. Yeah, no blocks. I don't know. I don't really think Cavern adds much to the format. So we can go, what? Pack Leader plus Lieutenant? Make a 4/4 Pack Leader. That's a bad attack. Because someone went and made Rectus Psych popular. What, you think, is this version of Red good against Sacrifice? I mean, it's still a buy for Sac, right? Like, no matter what red deck you're playing, it's really hard to beat Sacrifice. In before another Whirler. Oh my god, I'll lose it. I'll actually lose it. No attacks. The bold no attack strat. Alright, well, just gonna keep playing my cards, I guess. I guess I still don't really have a good attack, right? Yeah, I still don't really have a great attack. Because this thing just gets checked by the Chain Whirler. I guess I can attack with Thalia. Thalia is actually a fun attack. And then if they attack with something, I can just chump block with Lieutenant. Oh, they have Ember Cleave. Right, okay. Yeah, they definitely have Cleave. I always forget that people are playing Cleave now. I mean, it's probably a fine time to be playing Cleave. What on earth is this attack? What? They can't cast Cleave. I mean, I guess I'll just block with my 5/5. I don't know what could happen here, but... They have another in hand? I guess, but, like, this doesn't do anything. Sure. What? Why wouldn't they just block with it? And then, I don't know. That was weird. That was very, very weird. How does my attack all look? I guess I can go pump this. Well, I guess I might as well attack first. Yeah, I can just attack first. And then pump the wolf. Actually jebaited. Actually jebaited. You're out, might be back later dinner time. Have fun at dinner. What are you having for dinner, if you don't mind me asking? That's a good draw if they don't block. What Wait, okay. Should I pump the werewolf? If I pump the werewolf, it goes to, what, 7 power? Right? It becomes 5 base, right? It's basically just +2. So they go to 10. Chamberlain just kills the wolf with first strike. No, because I can pump it. That's why I can attack this turn, because I can pump it. Right? 5/5. Oh, I thought it was base power and toughness 5/5, not 5/3. Yeah, I guess the Chamberlain would still kill it, huh? Right, I thought it increased toughness. Alright, well. We debated them, it's fine. I thought that this pumped toughness. I thought it did. My bad. They also thought it pumped toughness. Maybe not the best mono red player. Maybe. Maybe. Just like, you know, classic Doomstream things. Card has lifelink, it's gotta be good, right? Yeah, there was a whole lot of debating going on. Wings and pizza? Oh, man, now I want fucking wings and pizza. I really, really want wings now. I haven't had wings in so long. When I lived in the city, there used to be this place that I would go to. I don't know if this is like a New England thing. Do you guys have wings over where you guys are? It's like wings over and then whatever town or city it's in. Wings over is dope. I think it might only be a it might only be a New England thing. I don't know. So good, dude. So good. Upstate New York has it too? Got it. Okay. Let me know this deck test set later. Yeah, I got you. I got you. You don't have it in Maine? That sucks. Okay, yeah, it might just be like they have it in New York too, though. That's kind of weird. Very, very strange. I hate Domino's wings. The only thing I can stomach at Domino's, so when I go to Domino's, I get the personal pan pizza, because I think the crust is a lot better on that one. That's like by far the best thing you can get at Domino's, not close. It's so good. Also, what am I cutting in this match? I'm just talking about pizza here. I don't want to cut anything. All my cards are great. I guess I can cut, like, I don't know, an Adeline. It seems really weird, but like, all my cards are great, right? Like, what do I cut? It just, like, ugh. Maybe Thalia on the draw? I guess Thalia on the draw against Chain Whirler is kind of sketchy. So maybe I just want to swap Thalia for Portable Hole. Yeah, let's do that. I think I like that better. Wings Over is right next to the local card shop in my time. Oh my god. That would be so good. That's the that used to be the best part about going to local game stores, is the, you know, the like you're 4-0, 5-0, get to draw into top 8, and you just you get to go eat a good meal. I hope that happens this weekend. That's the part of tournaments that I miss. Because you just get to go to like a lot of different places and eat a lot of different foods, so. And you also get to win, you know, because you're undefeated. Alright, I think I'm just going to lead on Secluded. Probably have Stomp here. I'd be shocked if they didn't have Stomp. Wow, no Stomp. Bet. LGS got moved into their new building. It's going to have a grill in-house so you can get a burger with your draft. Now that sounds hot. That sounds hot. Guess I play this as a green. Yeah, I have to. A grill in-house. Yeah. Isn't Mock's boarding house kind of like that somewhat? Don't they have like, I know they have a bar there, but dude, when we went to the Brussels PT, I don't know if anybody Eli, you might have been at the Brussels PT, but they had this we went to like this after party after day 1, and it was like an LGS with like a restaurant and a bar attached. It was so fucking good. I don't remember the name of the place, but alright, let's go Charming Prince. Let's do some scrying. Bottom. I just really want to find a Coco. Really want to find a Coco. Or that one works. Attack Chandra, attack them. We're vibing. LGS by me is opening a bar and restaurant attached to the shop. That's so awesome, dude. It's so good. I cannot go to the after party because my cell bent into. Uh-oh. That's not good. Here comes Anger. Yeah, Anger would suck. But Anger out of the mono red, like, Swift Spear, Chain Whirler deck, like, come on. How about, fuck you, I'm just gonna draw. They cannot let you come back. That would be so weird, though. Warlock class. Alright, possibly I should have mulliganed this hand. Doing a lot of heavy lifting with the Charming Prince, but how do you prevent splits? Yeah, I don't understand how they can even enforce that. It doesn't make any sense. Like, it seems so impossible to enforce that. I don't know. Usually define prizes by loss. X1 is same as X2. Right, yeah. Which is like, that doesn't mean you can't draw, though. It's just the same prize. And also, what I'm saying is mostly for PTQs and stuff, right? Where you're playing X amount of rounds plus top 8. Like, the whole point is to be able to draw in the last round before top 8. Obviously, like, if they don't want to, if they're not going to allow you to split the prizes in top 8, that's a different story. Some stores, I've actually, that's fairly common. I've seen people that don't, like, stores that don't allow prize splits. Maybe not 100% common, but, like, they can't tell you to just, they can't tell you that you can't ID. That's just really stupid. Top 8's referendum is fucked up. Why is it fucked up? Okay, well, when I kept this in, I didn't think about drawing 3 lands in a row, so... Bleach out on average, when I go to FNM, I get there at 7, and I'm usually there until about 1 in the morning. Because we usually play top 8. I'm used to it every week. Every week I'm usually there until about midnight or 1 o'clock. Why did I Bottom Inspector when I could double spell turn 3? I wanted a better spell than Inspector. I have a lot of cards in my deck that are better than Inspector. I mean, maybe it was greedy, but... I mean, it can be exhausting, but... It makes, like, the way that I look at it is it makes the FNMs feel... It feels like they mean more, you know? Like, I'm not just going and... Because I'm, like, at heart, I'm a pretty competitive guy. So, you know, some people... Obviously, people go to FNM for different reasons, but, like, I still want to win, you know? Like, I'm very competitive, regardless. So it just kind of makes it... I mean... Okay. You know what I mean? Was that a low-key humble brag that I was top 8? I'm glad you picked up on it, DevChat. How big is my FNM and my LGS? Like, how many people? Usually I'm 12 to 14. So we actually run both Modern and Pioneer every week, and we usually get about 40 people total. So it's usually about 20 to 25 for Modern, and then 15 to 20 for Pioneer. Our LGS actually, like, does well every week, which is good. It's a lot of fun. Alright, let's, you know, I kept 3 spells, 4 lands, drew 5 lands, so, you know, it be like that. How many creatures does their deck play? I don't think it plays that many. But they do have the stupid 2-3, which is really annoying. I want to keep a couple Reflector Mages. Like Trim, a Charming Prince or 2. I don't know. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do some late sideboarding. I go to Battleground in Norton. For those of you familiar with the area. It's funny because there's always like 1 or 2 people that always want to play it out, but everybody else just wants to split. So we're always like really hope that those people don't top 8 so we can just go home. It's great. Alright, please don't play the stupid 2-3. You're on Cape, so it's not too far. Yeah, you said you were Amherst, right? Yeah. You're probably not that far from Norton. I don't have an LGS, so we just 10 dudes sitting in a cafe with €5 buy-in playing 4 on Swiss. I mean, that sounds like an FNM to me. That sounds like a lot of fun. Had it. Definitely had that one in my hand. Didn't just draw that. Want to Unclaimed on turn 1? I guess I could have. I didn't think my left total mattered that much in this matchup, but yeah, I probably should have. I was just careless. Blood Chief's Thirst, Thalia. Well, I got another one. Another one. I'm actually just going to play Thalia plus Lieutenant. It's a lot better if they have... the stupid card. The X spell. I can't think of the name of it. Massacre. It's a lot better if they have Massacre to do it this way. Because now they just can't win. Have I played Master Duel since the update? Oh, yeah, I have. I've actually been playing quite a bit of it. And mostly because I finally get to play the deck that I really, really wanted to play, which is Cyberus Eldritch. I'm playing 60 cards, and it's fucking awesome. That deck is so sick. Cypress Eldritch with Adventure. So good. That deck is cracked. Almost like this is the exact same hand that I kept game 1. Yeah, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, it didn't work out very well for me game 1. I mean, am I really supposed to keep, like... What do you guys think, chat? Like, I feel like this is a keep. I don't know. This has to be a keep, right? Like, if you're mulling this, why are you playing this deck? We're playing against Mono Black Devotion. I think you have to keep hands like this. I mean, we drew 5 lands game 1, we never drew a spell, and that's just part of variance, but, like, it just is what it is. That's just variance. I kept the same exact hand game 1, and I drew 5 lands. I didn't draw a spell. Okay, that's a good start. Yeah, I'm on the draw too. Okay, that means they can't play the 2-3, which is actually really good for me. Kind of leads me to believe they don't have a lot of lanes in their hand. Unless they're trying to debate me, but... Hey, Thalia plus Regenerator against the Mono Black deck. Deck is really good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I hope they just activate Warlock class. What's this? Are they going to cast Murderous Rider? They might. I have a feeling they're going to cast Murderous Rider here, because they can't cast Swift End. Noxious Grasp the Experiment one. It's a really fucking good draw. I think I'm just going to go Inspector Lieutenant. Yeah, I just want to put the pressure on them. I think I'd rather have the counter on the Inspector, because getting this thing to 2-3 is pretty good against Massacre. Then we can just go Lieutenant Prince next turn. Yeah, this is a good turn. If like Kalidas, maybe this gets dicey, but I guess now they could Swift End. Colorless Black. They could Meat Hook for 1, I guess. That kills the Lieutenant, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. I guess they could have Path of Peril. I hadn't thought about that card. I always forget that that card's legal. I think that card's kind of underplayed. I think more people should play that card. Like, why don't the Rakdos midrange decks play that card? Is Languish thing in Pioneer? Not really. I mean, it's possible that my opponent has Languish because they're playing Mono Black, but most people play Extinction Event over Languish because you don't want to murder your own stuff. I mean, if you just cast it for 1 BB, you don't kill any of your stuff except Bloodtithe Harvester, right? Like, I'm actually kind of... The more that I think about it, I'm very surprised that the Rakdos midrange deck doesn't play Path of Peril. That seems like the perfect card for that deck. Hidetsugu is probably better. Well, Hidetsugu is really awkward in the Rakdos midrange deck because you play your own Croxus, right? Oh, the Rakdos decks play Path over, like, Anger. For this specific matchup, like Experiment 1 and Lieutenant and all this stuff, like, Anger doesn't touch this kind of stuff. You know? Like, you can outsize Anger relatively quickly. But yeah, I guess it's just this matchup specifically. Like, decks that have, you know, Lieutenant and stuff, but... Yeah, I guess it's really not that much of a... I guess there's not enough matchups where it actually makes a difference. Isn't red-black flavored? I mean, it is, but stuff happens. I've lost 90-10 matchups before. And not that I think that the matchup is 90-10. It's probably a little bit closer, but... Rakdos mid tends to have decent matchups without Sweeper Soul, I think. Yeah, maybe. Okay, that's a really interesting draw step. So, if they have Murderous Rider... If I play Adeline... I think it's actually better for me to just play 2 things. So let's just go Lieutenant first, and then I'm going to blink the Lieutenant with the Charming Prince. I guess this is worse if they have Extinction Event. Yeah, maybe this is worse if they have Extinction Event. Do I change my strategy against Rakdos mid? Been struggling against them with humans. Cletus hits the board and it's over. Yeah, you just, like... You kind of have to just, You just kind of have to draw... Reflector Mage in that matchup. You just have to be better. Simply just be better. Yeah, I'm gonna get destroyed if they have Extinction Event. But, like, if I play this, they Murderous Rider, land Extinction Event, still not that great for me. But I do have a better follow-up. Yeah, this is a better play if they have Extinction Event, but... Because now they just... Okay, I don't think they have Extinction Event if they're doing that. Because they probably would just kill this if they had Event. Yeah, okay. So they probably don't have Event, and they can't cast Shadow's Verdict. Guess they can go Land Languish. Yeah, Land Languish does it. Shadow's Verdict, even if they have a land they can't cast. Extinction Event doesn't do it because I have a Lethal Inspector. So, yeah, I think we're good. Run Ritual Slit and Erectus mid-sideboard just for the Coco decks. I feel like, yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's other matchups where it's good too, right? You know? This hand's kind of medium, but it does have 2-drop, 3-drop company, so I think it's fine. I mean, if they're playing Blue-White Control, it might be a good draw, but... if you play when EU's asleep, that's maybe why you get easier games. EU players too cracked. In the river. I was gonna say, now if they counter this, I can just Extraction Specialist. Alright, bottom, top. Okay, nice little curve. Play Adeline on 3. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, they also didn't play a land. Wait, wrong one. Oops. They also didn't play a land, chat. Very nice of them to not play a land. Actors paid. Check mark. Let's load up the PayPal. Yeah, PayPal. Alright, we're good. PayPal sent. I will play a land and go to attacks. I guess I should have played it as a white source. Like, I'm never going to need a blue. But it's fine. Transaction received. Another portable hole? No. What will I do? We make it. Scry 2, I think, is better than Clue here. It's also more damage. Alright, well. Confirmed. Scry 2 better than Clue. Alright, so blue-white control. We want this, we want this, we want this, and we want these. I would like to cut all of these. And I think... what did we do? We cut Charming Prince last time, I think. This might be one of the few matchups where I actually don't mind shaving an Experiment one, although it's better against their deck because they have Verdict and not the Black Sweepers that don't care about regeneration, but I think Trim Prince. Yeah, at least one. It is kind of nice that like Prince plus Specialist is kind of cool, because that's like your best Wrath follow-up, so it's kind of weird, right? I think the last time I cut an Adeline, which maybe that's crazy, but I'm bringing in a lot of 3s, right? So many 3s. I think on the draw, it might actually be fine cutting an Adeline. Yeah, I think it's fine cutting Adeline on the draw. Yeah. Yeah, too many 3s, all that stuff. Well, this hand's a little sketchy. But sketchy is my middle name. It's fine, it'll work out. We're going to draw Experiment 1 and a land. Turn 1 Experiment 1, turn 2 Pack Leader. Never even any doubt in my mind. 1000%. Just book it now. I told you. Like, what do you want me to say? I fucking told you. Did you really think this wasn't going to happen? Type a 1 in the chat if we're going to draw a land that casts Werewolf Pack Leader. Damn it. Alright, everybody who typed the 1 in chat is now banned. Yeah, actually punished. I think it's more important to lead on this, because if it resolves, it stops them from casting Wandering Emperor next turn. Yeah. I guess this thing also blanks Wandering Emperor, right? Because it has Vigilance. That's kind of funny. What are your thoughts on Vigilance against Wandering Emperor? This thing also has Vigilance. Pretty relevant in this matchup. What deck is this? Play Portable Holes? Yeah, Portable Hole Tribal. Portable Tribal. Oh yeah, the back half of this card is insane against Rakdos-Sack. Always watching. Oh, always watching for the... yeah, for those matchups. Alright, I'll play around Censor. It's worse if they have Verdict, but I guess they can't cast Verdict next turn, right? Yeah, it's this thing. They can't march it. If they pitch a card, they can, right? They can pitch a card to march it. Okay, go to attacks. I mean, I want to make them think I have counterspells. They don't know I don't have blue cards, right? I don't need a 4th white source. What are they doing? Are they making a token? I'm cool with that. Sure. Probably chump block, right? Rather than trade. But now I can just Spellbinder. Yeah. Alright, don't have 2 rats in hand. Please don't have 2 rats. Don't have land double verdict. Just have, like, land triple farewell or something. I could beat that. Please have 3 rats. As long as they're all farewells, I'm cool with that. Alright, well. Please don't draw land. No land? Draw. I hope they draw irrigated farmland. Please draw irrigated farmland. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, that's fine. You may defeat one of my human tokens. Yeah, they got censored. They also didn't draw land after they cycled. Alright, well, now the game's obviously over. Wait, do I have lethal? If I just cast this thing now? 5, 7, 10, 12. If I hit literally any creature, I have lethal. Alright, well. Watch me brick on this. But it's the same thing, right? If they verdict me and I brick on this, I wasn't going to win regardless. Oh, wait. Oh, there was a card I didn't know about. Shit. I thought I knew their hand. Oh, that was really, really dumb. I thought I knew their hand. Fuck. Yeah, I thought... Dude, I'm dead. I'm actually dead. I'm actually dead. I'm so dead. Oh my god, that was so good. That was the most distorted laugh I've ever heard. I was literally dying. It was too good. Oh my god. What happened? I looked away for 1 second. My opponent had 2 Supreme Verdicts. And I had a Reidane. And they drew, their land 6 was irrigated farmland. Yeah, I'll get a... Oh, Rhinos with Fable. You have main deck Jace, too. Is Fable actually good? Have you been liking Fable in that deck? I keep. Good try, team of Rhinos with Fable. I don't know if I ever actually got to try Fable out. I think I was going to try it, but I don't know if I ever got around to it. And I bought some Fables in paper, so if it's good, I can actually play it. I think jam on 3 that can kind of win by itself. Yeah, that's true, and it also like lets you loot away other random stuff, so. Alright, I didn't want to see that. Let's go, I think Charming Prince here. Do a little scry action. I think I'm going to bottom both of those. I just need to find company. Alright, well, this is the quote-unquote bad matchup. Let's see how bad it is. I'm actually a lot happier they played that than Bone Crusher Giant, because now I get a clean Adeline hit in. Well, I guess it's not really that clean, right? They just eat the token. Wait, they just didn't block? Alright, get the PayPal. Get the PayPal. That I decide between Teamer or 4-color Rhinos for the RCQs? Does the size of my deck give it away? This thing is massive, dude. Look at that. It's fucking massive. I can't shuffle this, dude. It is double-sleeved, for those of you wondering. It is double-sleeved. I really don't want to double-sleeve it, but the cards are way too expensive to not double-sleeve it. No, I'm definitely not using perfect cards. I'm using, like, the thinnest possible inners. Okay. So I guess we go print, scry 2, bottom both of those. Let's go land, lieutenant, tech for 5. It's like isn't a terrible spot. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to blink the lieutenant there rather than scry. Yeah, that probably would have been better, right? If I just blink the lieutenant. Yeah, that's probably better. Triple sleeve for the lulz? No, come on, dog. When I play Yorion IRL, I shuffle in piles of 40 instead of splitting triangle 80 because I have baby hands. Yeah, me too. I mean, I have big hands and it's still a pain in the ass. I feel like this game is slipping away. It's not looking great. I mean, I can attack a Lieutenant, but... Am I okay with this trade? God, maybe that trade's not even good for me. If I trade, they get a 2-2. I guess it's probably better than them having a reflection, right? Yeah, I think that trade's got to be good for me. I just kind of have to make it. Yeah, I think I have to try and offer the trade, which they don't take, which also makes sense. Like, they just want this in play. I think it's actually a good trade, because the reflection is also a pretty big issue. I need, like, Coco into Reflector Mage or something to get out of this. I don't even know if that's good enough. It definitely starts with Coco. I'm never winning this game if I don't draw Coco. Yeah, it's got to be, like, Coco double Mage or something. I guess I could maybe draw Reflector Mage off this to buy me a turn. Nope. Nope. I guess I'll be mana efficient, because they have Kalitas in play, which means I'm not getting anything back with this anyways. Don't really think I can attack. Yeah, we're super dead. Why are you playing Charming Prince? I mean, it's just like a fine curve filler. Scrying is pretty important because you have a lot of cards that are like really good early in the game that lose value as the game progresses, so just being able to like smooth out your draws early, you can blink Extraction Specialist, you can blink Lieutenant, like you can blink Inspector, like there's a couple good things to blink, curve filler, smooth out draws. It's a fine card. It's a fine card. Yeah, it's also really good with Specialist because you can get Specialist, get back Prince, blink Specialist something else, so it goes kind of hard with Specialist. Max, we're 4-0, but we're about to get dumpstered by Rakdos game 1. Coco. Alright, I'm just gonna scoop. I've had enough. I tap out. Okay, this card's good. I don't really think Brutal Cathar is good. This card's nuts. None of these cards seem that great, right? Opponent never HS their copied reflection. Or never used their copied reflection. Well, they used all of their other mana, right? You're out of here, Bleach out. Take it easy, buddy. Stance for Kalitas. The issue with Stance for Kalitas is they have no other targets. And this is a matchup where you can't really afford to draw a brick. Like, you have to have every single one of your cards matter, and you have to use all of your mana every single turn. It's the only shot you have against them. Like, I think this matchup is really bad. And I don't want to bring in a card like Stance that might not have a target, and just, like, not be able to cast a spell on a very crucial turn. No, Stance is toughness, but... Like, I think you have to play this matchup as aggressively as humanly possible. Which means, like, I don't even know if Toski is that good, to be honest with you. To protect your neck with Stance? I don't get it. Oh, yeah, Toski dies to the 3-2, too. Yeah, Toski can't be that good in this matchup. I don't think there's that much that I even like. Which is weird. It's like, this matchup is bad, but we have no good sideboard cards for it. How does that make any sense? Shut up, Eli. Reflector Mages are whiffs. No, you need Reflector Mage for Kalitas. What decks did I beat? Mono Black, Mono Red, Blue-White Control, something else, I can't remember. I think I'm just going to shave a Prince, call it a day. Just need to keep a better hand. This hand's actually really bad. Yeah, this hand doesn't do anything. Alright, well, it ain't pretty, chap, but I think you literally can't win if you go to 5 against them, so... I'm gonna put back the... Adeline? No, the Charming Prince. I think you just have to keep a hand like this and hope to get lucky. If you go to 5, you can never beat the Rakdos 2-for-1 deck. No longer messing with you. -3 Adeline, +2 Stance. Isn't Adeline really good against them? Name from your mouth. What's the pro black and red human? You're thinking of... It doesn't have pro black and red. It has hexproof from black and red. You're thinking of Fiend Slayer Paladin. The thing about Fiend Slayer Paladin, it's like only really good if you also have a way to pump it. It's like it's not the best if you don't draw Lieutenant, but didn't I pay the shuffler service? Yep. Right, that's the issue. It doesn't block well. So the only decks that Fiend Slayer is good in is Heroic and Boggles. If you're just playing it as a 3-mana 2/2, the Rakdos deck doesn't give a shit about a 3-mana 2/2. They only care about it if it's like a 3-mana 10/10 that they can't kill. It dies to Chandra and Harvester? No, it doesn't. It has hexproof from black and red. How does it die to those cards? Those cards both target. Take it easy, JS. Thanks for stopping by. Am I not understanding the card? Wait, really? Oh. That card's garbage. I thought it had hexproof from black and red. That card sucks. Alright, yeah, that card blows. Yeah, I didn't pay the shuffler good enough for this round. Alright, looks like they maybe also kept the Sketcher. It is what it is. Bad matchup. Kept the one-laner because I thought I had to. Still stand by my keep. I think it was a good keep. It's one of these situations you have to recognize when you're in a matchup that's as bad as this one. You just kind of have to hope to get lucky, and that's why I kept the hand that I did. Maybe I was supposed to keep the 7. That's a different story, but 7 was just so slow. Abilities still hit it just fine. I stopped playing Spirits. Stopped playing Spirits Words once Bolt to Harvester was printed. Yeah, okay. Alright. Apparently they went to go take a shit or something. Welcome to the family. Gloomshot bot. What's up, buddy? Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Twitch Prime. Thank you. Shout out to the Gloomshot bot. Making the YouTube a possibility. The green enchant that does whatever they target. Target a critter you control, draw a card. It is Shaper Sanctuary. Kind of wish they weren't, like, playing slow. Because, like, I can still technically win this game. So I don't want to scoop, but they're making me kind of want to scoop. I don't know, this deck plays enough actual green source to make the card real. Well, I mean, you have enough for Coco, right? But I guess Coco's a 4-drop versus a 1-drop, so different story. Alright, that's enough for me. I'm out. We tried. Bad matchup.